Hey guys, it's Chelsea. So today I wanted to film a video in my dating series. I just want to address a few things before we get started. Yes, I am sunburnt all to hell. I did wear a hat today, so my face didn't get sunburnt, but unfortunately I did not put sunscreen on my body, and I was volunteering at an event for one of my dad's friends that passed away. It was an event raising money for his family, and unfortunately I thought about the sunscreen but never put it on. And anyway, long story short, I'm very sunburnt. I know that, thank you. Also, I'm debuting my pineapple hat. I got this at Target for like 15 bucks in the men's section, and I was like, that is so cute. I have to get it. I've been loving pineapples lately and it fits me so well. So yeah. So I'm sunburnt, I have a pineapple hat. Let's get into this video. So this is going to be just kind of talking about my experience and giving advice along the way about, going into college in a relationship. So I'm going to tell you about my story, and unfortunately I wish Josh was here to kind of give his male side of the story to this whole situation. But unfortunately he just wasn't really interested in making this video with me, which is fine. This is my hobby and this is what I want to do, and you can't always expect people to be down with making a video. So I'm gonna just make the video today. And yeah, so I wish he was here to kind of give his side of the story, but he's not, so I'm gonna do my best and try and keep this as gender neutral as possible. Unfortunately, I am a female, so I am giving this from a female perspective, but when I make advice videos, I'm gonna try and keep them as gender neutral as possible, so that way you guys can get some great advice out of these videos. So let's just kind of back everything up to where it began. Me and Josh started dating January 2nd of 2014. That's when he asked me out. And August of that year, I was a senior in high school at the time, and August of that year I was set to graduate from high school and go to college. The November before we met in January and he asked me out, I had just gotten my acceptance letter. I was going to a private school. It was about an hour away. So it was something during the entire time of our relationship we knew, but we never really faced until, August came around, and it was like, oh my gosh, everything's going to change. So he used to live like 20 minutes away from my parents' house, and right around the time it's about time for me to move to go to college, he finds out that his parents, who he was also living with at the time, they were going to be moving to a place 45 minutes away from where he was living. So there's my parents' house. College is an hour away. He used to live 20 minutes away from their house. Now he's moving 45 minutes. So now between the college and his place is like 2 hours now. So I was like, oh my God. I just felt like everything was going wrong. And me and Josh decided, hey, we're gonna get through this. It was already a shitty situation, but now we're just gonna make it through. He's gonna come to my house because it was very important for me to spend time with my family. I had to be at school all week, but I could get somewhat of a Friday night, depending on what time I could leave, and then the weekends to spend with my family and Josh. And I had to leave Sunday by like 6 or 7 o'clock so I could get back and get organized and get to bed before school in the morning. So yeah, it was a lot, but basically I decided to come home every weekend. Now I know that that's not the situation for everybody. Some of you might be going to college in a different state from your significant other, or whatever situation, maybe in the same city but different schools. Whatever the case, I'm gonna try and make advice to work for all of that. But yeah, that's basically kind of what we decided. Originally I was supposed to only come home like maybe once every other weekend or some sort of schedule, but like I've said in a lot of different videos, I ended up having issues at college and going through some pretty rough times, so I ended up coming home every weekend. Now, some challenges you're gonna face in college is having enough time to talk to each other, because it's very important to get the college experience and to, go out with friends, do your schoolwork, which college work takes so much longer than high school work. Just writing a paper is on another level, and, preparing for even just doing your homework sometimes, it takes so much more effort because you have to cite sources and all this stuff that you didn't really do a lot in high school. So anyway, so yeah, setting enough time for your schoolwork, hanging out, you know, getting the full college experience, studying. It's definitely hard to set aside that time. You know, Josh, obviously I would see on the weekend, but I have to go a full 5 days, you know, without seeing him and just connecting with him virtually. But that is the thing, that's the key. We live in a time where we don't have to send pigeons to each other to keep up. We can FaceTime and, you know, all that sorts of stuff to stay connected. And if you don't have an iPhone, there's lots of great websites like Skype, Uvu, and also Facebook Messenger has video chat now. So as long as you have some sort of camera on your phone or a webcam, you can always stay connected with your significant other no matter where they are. But yeah, so, you know, you're going to face setting aside time, you're going to face pressure from people, all these different things that I want to get into. So, have I covered enough of me and Josh's relationship? Yeah. Okay. So, so yeah, I would come home every weekend to see him, but we had to stay connected during the week. So basically me and him try to FaceTime like every day. I think it's important to kind of see each other every day. And of course there's going to be days when you cannot, whether he had some sort of, you know, baseball game or something, or, you know, I had schoolwork to do. Different stuff is going to get in the way in that, but I think it's best to try and aim to FaceTime each other every day or every other day. Just kind of stay connected, see each other's face. There's something so different about talking on the phone versus seeing someone's face and seeing their facial expressions and their reactions to the things you're saying. It's very important. It's very key. And yeah, so definitely just setting aside time to have a personal one-on-one talk once a day, even if it's just on the phone, you know, if you can't FaceTime or whatever, on the phone once a day. I think it's very important. Keep in touch. Me and Josh did text all day. That is kind of a more immature relationship because Josh is a year younger than me. And, oh, I forgot to mention this. See, this is a part of the relationship that was necessary. Josh is technically a year younger than me. We're the same age for like 24 days, but he is younger. So he was a senior in college when I was a freshman in, a senior in high school when I was a freshman in college. So, you know, we were in a very immature state where we had to text each other all the time and things like that. And if he wasn't up, I was like, where are you? You know? But yeah, so, but that's definitely not necessary. I think checking in throughout the day, you know, just saying, hey, what's up? Oh, I just got some food at the caf, or like whatever, just kind of checking in, making sure they're okay, you know, seeing if they're having a good day, and if they're not, being there to talk to them about it. So that's what I think communication should be like. I think it should be, you know, personal one-on-one talks every day or every other day, and just light catch-ups throughout the day. And of course, your relationship is so personal. If you want to be up each other's ass all day, be up each other's ass. If you don't want to text at all, don't text at all. Just whatever you're comfortable with. Now the second thing I'm going to get into is pressure and how important it is to be surrounded by people that have your best interest at heart. I know, and this is a trap that I kind of fell into when you first start college, and especially a college I was going to. It wasn't a state university where a lot of people from my school were going, and I could kind of, you know, I would know someone somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that bad, but I was going to a private college that literally only one other person from my school that I wasn't even close with at all was going to. So I had to start fresh. And I know sometimes it can get lonely, and you kind of just take what you can get as far as people to hang out with. Oh, you want to go, you know, to the cafe with me? You want to go get coffee with me? But it is very important to surround yourself with good people, and it's very hard to find in college. There's a lot of people that do not have your best interests at heart and just want to use you or whatever. But it's very important, because I fell into the trap of being around people that didn't necessarily have my best interests at heart, and they're not awful people, but they're not really great people. And unfortunately, that comes at a cost when you're in college and you're doing things like drinking and all that stuff, because those people get around you, and if they don't respect you and your relationship, just get them out. Get them the fuck out of your life right now, because even when I first became friends with these people, like, obviously I let everyone know I had like a promise ring on and everything from my boyfriend, that I had a boyfriend. And, you know, just let everyone know, like, to respect that, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't want to hang out and I want to FaceTime my boyfriend, like, that's what I want to do. Respect that. Don't you know, don't bring me around people that have ill intentions of like trying to come between me and my boyfriend. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happened. I kind of got put into a situation where I should have just got the fuck out of it while I could. I trusted people and trusted that they were going to have my best intentions at heart. And of course, you should be completely in control of your actions, and I take my accountability for that. You can't blame everyone around you for the things that you're doing, but the people around you are definitely important. They do have an effect on you, whether you believe it or not. And just, you know, if anyone around you you get any sort of vibe that they maybe don't respect your relationship, or like if you're, for example, if you're like texting your boyfriend, they're like, stop texting your boyfriend, or like something like that, or like, why are you just be like, no, just be like, bye, distance yourself from that person. That's just something that's gonna grow. Trust me, it'll grow, you know. It's one thing if it's like a really good friend of yours and they just say it once, but if it's, you know, someone that's an acquaintance and they're already being like that about your relationship, just don't. They're going to be the type of people that are going to drag you out to a party even though you don't want to go, and like cause issues in your relationship that are not necessary. They don't respect you. They don't respect your relationship. Get them the fuck out of your life. And a third thing that kind of goes along with that is, you know, be responsible, because obviously in college there's drinking, unfortunately there's drugs. I think drinking is fun and casual as long as you're safe about it. You know, going out is part of the experience of college. That's something that's not going to end anytime soon. So there's no sense of trying to act like it's not going on. But please be responsible. Don't be stupid. You know, when I was in college, that was the first time I did heavily drink, and luckily I kind of came to really quick about it. I didn't get too involved, too deep in it, because I could have definitely lost Josh at any point of time in that. You know, me and him did definitely have some pretty big fights while I was in college, and there was at least 2 times I can remember that things almost came to an end, but me and him were just so dedicated to making it work. And I think the distance was good for us. It's kind of where we're trying to get at now, is not so much up each other's ass and letting each other live our own lives, but also making sure we make time to spend together. So I think that was a great part of college, is because we were able to kind of live out our own lives and then kind of connect on the weekend and stuff like that, and throughout the week. So that's kind of what we're trying to get back to, because for us, it's kind of the ideal relationship is distance but connection at the same time. But don't think that you're not going to fight in college. Like, you're going to have issues, you're going to forget to text them, or whatever would cause a situation in your relationship. And you're just going to have to deal with it. But just know that, you know, it is hard on everybody, and especially for me, trust is such a hard thing, and Josh will probably tell you that he doesn't have my trust, but he does. But it's something that he definitely had to earn. It was not given to him because of just some shit I dealt with in my past. So, you know, just understand it is hard on everybody, and there's probably moments where your significant other just wants you to be there and they can't. And but yeah, I mean, just really setting aside time to address their needs and the things they want to talk about is so important. And it's very hard in college. Like, people think you're just sitting on your ass, but you're not. You'll have classes all throughout the day. You have to have time to study. If you want to do anything for yourself, like working out, being a part of a club, and then you have to try and make time for your significant other. And there's so many people that are going to be around you that are going to try and fuck up your relationship. It's literally a part of college. If you go to college in a relationship, someone's going to try and fuck it up. Trust me, someone has those little intentions. And the goal is for you to just avoid it like the plague. You're better than that. The person you're with deserves more than that. I'm so lucky that me and Josh got through those times. Like, I can tell you now that I'm on the other side of, you know, going off to college and having a boyfriend stay in, you know, the city, or like not go to college with me, I guess you could say. I'm just so happy. Like, I'm on the other side now, and I'm so happy that me and Josh were able to make it through that. We're in such an amazing place right now. We love each other more than we ever have, and everything is so great right now. So I believe we went through all of that for a reason. And your relationship, if this is something you're having to go through, go off to college in it. It's something that you're going to have to deal with, and there's a reason for it as well. And if you can make it to the other side, it's so worth it. It's so amazing. Just don't get trapped in the college experience, because you might go there and drink and party and get with all these friends, and then decide to leave your significant other behind, be like, hey, you know, I just want to experience college, bye. That's kind of the easy way out. But trust me, trust me, trust me. I'm such a big believer in this, that those feelings, those highs of drinking and chilling and all this stuff in college are so temporary. They are so temporary. That is not life. These connections you make with people, the things you do with your time, that is life. And don't let the kind of college experience take over your life, because that is a very, very sad life. It's okay to have fun and hang out, but you need to make sure that, obviously you don't have to be in a relationship, but if you are, you need to be honest, and don't just drag people along, and don't just end something because you think what you're doing right now is so much greater. Like, it's easy to kind of be blindsided into being like, oh, like, I want this single life because, you know, I can drink and have fun and do whatever I want. But at the end of the day, you could lose out on someone so, so special to you if you make mistakes, and you may never get them back. Like, there is no guarantee. You know, me and Josh had one little hiccup while I was in college, and I'm so like thankful that we were able to make it through that, and we're here now. And none of that would have ever happened if it wasn't for both of us, you know, coming together to make it work. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is like the third time I filmed this, so as you can tell, my voice is like going out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's probably so much more advice I can get, but this is pretty much all I can say. But yeah, let me know if there's any other advice you can think of. Leave it in the comments below. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video, and bye-bye.